Up. Let's see. Okay. I believe that we are feeding through to the people of the world, the universe, and America right now. Okay, yes, we are. What, Patrick?
No, nothing. I
You got
didn't
a
say
pro-
anything.
you got a you look like you have a problem with my geography.
I I think the universe
The
encapsulates all of
galaxy.
that. So yeah.
Okay, all right, smarty pants. Okay, listen, let's see here. Let me start out here by acknowledging to everyone out there that yes, you are watching the number one freedom podcast on the face of the planet, where men are men and not birthing portals or whatever that nonsense is. And we
Oh,
talk
geez,
we talk
yeah.
about freedom, the First
Birthing
Amendment,
people.
Second Amendment, all the amendments, the Constitution, whatever the hell we want to talk about. Yes, you are indeed watching the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. And welcome everyone to the show. I would like to remind everyone to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for the email list there, look around. We've got Lola's deals on there. Lola's always sharing the best deals that she can find with you guys. If you click on those links, you can save yourself some money as well as send a couple shekels in our direction. Big shout out to U.S. Law Shield. Let's see if we can get that. Anyway, this is the Florida Law book right here from U.S. Law Shield. You guys can also find a link to that in the description of this audio, the video, whatever you're watching, listening to. And if you do a yearly membership, you can save yourself some money as well as send a couple of Walter bucks in our direction. So we do appreciate that. Let me load up my what should we say, like compadres? Oh, look,
Patriots.
yeah, compatriots. Here we go. Everyone's loaded up in here. This thing decides not to focus. Okay, there we go. All right, so that being said, I am going to smash the open. We're going to get into this. A whole bunch of different things going on. Big shout out to TUSC Firearms Crypto. Okay, you guys want to get up on that? You know, I know the cryptos are kind of bouncing up and down. Maybe we'll talk about that here somewhere in the show, but they do sponsor us. We appreciate them doing that. All my patriot guns await, whatever these guys are. They're Tusk millionaires. They're Tusk millionaires.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm big in there. I'm big ups to
yeah.
the
We're
Tusk.
I got
balling.
I
We're
got to drop
balling.
you guys some
Yeah.
more Tusk. At some point here. I got to,
Hey,
yeah.
I pick up pennies when I see him. I'll take the dust.
Yeah, so okay, let's run in the open here of the show. Let's do it.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange
All right, guys, don't
Situation.
forget to hit that
Lifestyles
subscribe
of the
button,
locked and
smash the
loaded.
thumbs ups, ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. Somebody ring. No one wants to ring. There we go. Bell's being run. Ring my
There you
bell.
go.
Ring my bell.
Ring my bell.
Okay, there you go. The sound of freedom is ringing. Welcome back to the show. Let's do jazz hands. See, there we go. Jazz hands are coming out. Let us know. There we go. Jazz hands are coming out to you guys. I hope everyone has their big girl panties on. This is episode 778. 778. It's entitled "Our Right to Be Let Alone." Babyface is gonna talk about this. I guarantee you, our right to be let alone.
I had no idea that was written into the Florida Constitution, and I think it's awesome.
It is awesome
It's great.
The right to be left alone.
to let
The
alone.
right we have in Florida, guaranteed by the Constitution, or the Florida Constitution, the right for the government to leave us alone. And I think that's the quote,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna present one thing to that. One of my questions about that is, my picture cleared up all of a sudden too. By the way,
Yeah.
my
right,
audio, my
right.
video on that side. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What about when you decide you want to go off? What if, for example, at my house, if I decided, you know what, Florida Power, disconnect me. I'm going commando on the power grid. And
You
I put
should
in
be
solar,
able to.
and I put in some places that's outlawed, by the way.
I know, which is insane. But you should be able to. You should be allowed to. Listen, I'm off the grid. I'm gonna burn my own poop in the backyard. I'm gonna get my
Well,
well
yeah, that
water
they
from
don't like.
the gators out
Oh,
back. You know.
Yes, the right to be let alone. We're going to talk about that. It's Free for All Monday with Walter, of course, and Babyface P. That's who is here. You guys are all here. Smash those thumbs ups, ring the bell, Do all that kind of stuff. Share this if you can. We appreciate that. We need those thumbs ups. Come on, we got a lot of people in here right now. Get the thumbs ups going. What's up, Walt?
Wait a minute. Kathy Music Lover said the Three Stooges are back. Yay!
Hell yeah!
Where do you see that? I didn't see.
It's in the
You
chat.
said it.
The Three
They're
Stooges.
Curly and Mo.
Oh yeah.
Whoop.
Okay. Which one am I? Which one am I? Am I Larry? Am I Curly? Am I Mo? Oh, I don't know who I want to be.
Hey, Mo!
Yeah, I don't know who I want to be in the Three Stooges. I don't know.
I
don't know. I like the Three Amigos. I like
that better. No, I like that
Los,
better.
Los
Three
Tres
Amigos.
Amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah. There you go. But listen, we appreciate Kathleen Music Lover.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Hanging out with us.
I'm a stooge.
Either way.
I've always been a stooge. I love the Three Stooges. I think.
You're a Three Stooges guy? Yeah. I used to
Oh
watch
yeah,
it a
I
little
watched the
bit.
Three Stooges. That was just
I
like,
know that move.
pure...
The move like that. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess it's like this. It's the defensive judo move.
You gotta be able to make the noises and stuff
to
too.
keep from getting poked in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen. There's a whole bunch of things. Oh, let me show off my hat right here. Boom. You guys check that out. I got that.
Life member.
Am I looking dashing?
You're a lifer?
Is that this is my sexy look.
Is that blue
No.
steel?
Check it out. It's my G. I'm actually gonna take my hat off here for a second. Let's see. The
You're a lifer. You're GOA lifer.
Still there. Yeah, look at that. GOA lifetime member. Someone's gonna ask where the hat is made. It's made in the Philippines. I'm not mad about. I don't know if you guys can see that, made in the Philippines, but I'm not mad about that.
They're
I'm
an
cool
ally.
with
We like the Filipinos. They're an ally,
yeah,
right?
I'm cool.
Well,
I love the Filipino peoples.
Why would you? There's no reason to be mad about it.
Yeah, the Filipino people
Would you
bring us awesome 1911s.
That's what I was about to say.
On the down low, sometimes too.
yeah.
Or on the.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a hat and made in the Philippines, or would you not rather have a hat because you're so caught up with the whole made in the USA thing?
Yeah, listen, it would be nice if it's made in the USA. I mean, that's awesome.
Sure.
Sure. I've got no issues with that. It could be made in the country of Taiwan, as I recently found out. I'm cool with that.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe you just found this out.
I found out from Joe Rogan that was even a thing.
That's okay, yeah, because it was in the news like 2 weeks ago, and it's so pathetic. It was so unbelievable.
Yeah, we're talking about the apology of John Cena to the PRC, the People's Republic of China.
The Chi-Coms.
Because he said that his movie was Taiwan was the first country that the new Fast and Furious movie.
See the Fast and Furious, and then he had to go on whatever their government approved Facebook thing is. And he actually said it back to them in Mandarin Chinese. Oh, I'm sorry for calling them a country.
When you get your whippings,
he did. I guarantee somebody whipped him in Hollywood, saying, "No, you can't say that."
Yeah, he got serious whippings, and at the same time, they implanted Mandarin in his brain.
Just can't even. It is the most pathetic thing I have seen.
When you see those big beefcake muscle-bound dudes punk out, it's funny.
I just can't. Yeah. Pathetic.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, speaking of people from the Philippines, shout out to Special K. He's now Special K Pinoy out there, so and he's responding because Brian Quick says Filipinos know how to fight. Oh, they Now this might get me in trouble. This might seem a little racist, but I have known some Filipino people. Yes, they could fight. They can also slice and dice you. Pretty good.
Yeah.
If I get in trouble, so be it.
Isn't Doug Mercado's ethnic origin the Philippines?
Is he?
I'm not sure.
He might be.
Yeah, someone
it
let
wouldn't
us know.
surprise me in the least.
Yeah.
I think he is. He can kill.
I'm not sure. I don't want to make assumptions there.
Don't quote me, but yeah.
Yeah. Will it? What's this thing? It will cut.
It will cut.
Will it kill? It will kill.
It will kill. Oh.
It will cut. Is anybody listening to me?
Yeah.
I said it like 3 times now.
Yeah, Special K says yes he is, so boom, there you go. Listen, there's some very attractive Filipino ladies out there as well. Let me go in my deep voice. Shout out to all the sexy Filipino ladies of the world. You know, I am married, but you know, I mean, I still represent. You know, in case I want to be, and I know this is a complete distraction. I didn't even plan to talk about this actually, but my brother Anonymous actually sent me this news about. Oh, here he goes. This is interesting. Thinking about like being married and how many wives you can have. Let me see if I could throw this up here on the screen. Head of world's largest family dies in India. Polygamous sect leader with 38 wives, 89 children, and 33 grandchildren passes away at age 76 after long illness and total lack of any sperm left in his body. So it says a polygamous sect leader believed to be the head of the world's largest families passed away at age 76 following an illness. Ziona Chana is the head of a religious sect that allows members to take multiple wives. Died at the Trinity Hospital in Oswal, India on Sunday. And he leaves behind 38 wives, 89 children. That seems like a low children count. And 33 grandchildren, all of whom live together in a 100-room, 4-story house in the Baktwang Telangana. So this is where I really mess up Indian stuff.
Is he the wealthiest? That must be a very expensive home.
Yeah, this is wow. Respect. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys? Where are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm good with my one.
I don't need that kind of confusion. No.
Oh, so you guys are against polygamy? My freedom dudes are against polygamy.
You know what you do for you, but I like my one.
As long as that dude can financially take care of all them critters,
for reals, that's good.
That's
good.
fine. But if it's owned the state, no. Clip.
I'm fine with polygamy. I don't practice polygamy at all.
Actively.
Yeah, I am married to a pygmy, but that has nothing to do with polygamy. So, you know, that's a completely different. That's a completely different igamy.
Is that passed down through her family? You do the voodoo head shrinking.
The head shrinking? Oh, Lola. Does Lola know voodoo? Oh. Yeah, Lola. Do you know some voodoo? Lola does it.
I'm staying out of this conversation.
If she did, there would be many a person that would have been hexed by now.
Yeah.
We have a really good.
Starting with this guy. If Lola had magical powers, I would have been eviscerated off the face of the planet a long time ago. She goes. Lola says, and I will take back my thumbs up now.
Listen, I wish I had voodoo powers. I would hex people.
Yeah, you are the you can't have voodoo powers.
Oh no! You have a real bad. You got a really short.
You are pure evil. You're gonna accidentally.
This is why God has not granted me voodoo powers.
Yes, and superpowers probably.
Better.
Yeah,
I'd have to carry my kukri all the time to take care of that shit. You know
if Patrick had heat vision or any kind of superpower, there'll be so many. There'll be so many
lit
bodies.
On fire. Man, you get in front of me and cut me off with popping some tires. Oh, there'd be some
No, we can't. You are one person who is not allowed. No, but listen, polygamy, I'm cool with it, man. I have no issue. Like, I agree with you guys. If you could take care of all your wives and children and stuff like that, I'm cool with it. Guess what? I'm also cool with it if the ladies are married to a whole bunch of dudes.
Polyandry?
Is that what that's called?
Polyandry is the female version, yes.
Named after Andre. So, polygamy. So, who's igamy? So, igamy is a dude and Andre is a chick? Is that what's happening here?
It goes back to, like, Latin, I think, but I have no idea what... Igamy versus Amy is probably male versus female. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, listen, my condolences to that guy's family. But hey, you guys are strong. You guys are strong out there. 89 children. I would have liked to have like a nice rounded 100. out of there. But I'll be honest with you. My two sons are enough torture as they are on their own. I could just tell you that. So Dude Abide says, I'm a classic libertarian. I don't judge. Just don't marry, and it's all good to go. Does America still even prosecute that? I don't know.
Yeah, you get in trouble for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
you still get
Walter, yeah, you get.
Walter has checked out the laws.
I mean, if they want to make an example out of you, they will make an example out of you.
Yeah.
People that do that are smart to keep their effing mouth shut and just do it.
Yeah.
Not go around saying, "Hey, I'm married to 35 women." Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that even still in
Yeah,
Utah? Because I thought does Utah have different rules or not?
It's not legal in Utah.
Oh, okay.
They So I've been about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I listened to a whole podcast, like a 6-part series on the founding of Mormonism going up through modern times. So there's this thing where the elders of the Mormon Church can confer at any one point and say, "Oh, God spoke to us. We need to change the rules. The rules have been changed." And they actually did that for polygamy. They for a long time, polygamy was obviously a thing for them. And back in the early 90s, the elders had a seance with Jesus or whomever, and God told them no more polygamy, so they turned it around.
Somehow,
I'm not even kidding. This is
I'm
real.
not. Yeah, I'm not questioning anyone's because I believe in religious freedom. But I don't. Listen, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, the Mormons will practice.
I'm cool with polygamy. Lots of cultures believe that, by the way. Lots of cultures, like African, in general, Africa's a whole big continent, and there's a lot of different things going on. But in general, African culture is cool with that. So is obviously Indian culture as well. So
I love Catholic music lover just point blank. Yes, it's illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Usually doesn't. When it doesn't end well, it really doesn't end well. So.
I know,
and a lot of the kids end up all fucked up in the head. So.
Imagine, look how nasty some single divorces are. Imagine divorcing 20 people.
Well, so look at, was it Henry? Was it King Henry in England? I think it was. Was it Henry the Fifth or Henry the Eighth? I'm trying to remember. Was it the Eighth? Yeah, someone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Henry the Eighth. Every time he wanted to get another wife, would just find a reason, and you're executed. So there's good things and bad things about it. Back in the days, a village, they didn't really care who the kids belonged to. They just took care of the kids. Or if you're able to take care of all the people that you're responsible for and all that, then it's all great. So, I mean,
that wasn't a village in some of these Christian cultures. If the kids, if the mama popped up illegitimate, they weren't looked upon too.
I think a lot of that is more recent times. That's more recent times, but originally,
what are we talking about? We're not talking about 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh well, fuck. Who knows what's going on 10,000
all that
years
reason.
ago?
Some of this stuff. Some of the problems we have today is because of some of the hang-ups that people still have. Who cares why kids are in the world? They are awesome. Okay, kids are awesome. That's like a great gift to have kids in the world. Worrying about whether it's a bastard child, it's not I get it.
Long as there's someone to take care of them. Otherwise, they grow up to be wild effing animals.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. In a lot of cultures, whoever was there to take care of the kids would take care of the kids.
Marley and I were watching a thing today, this afternoon, on some health crisis with youth in the UK, specifically Liverpool. Which I guess is low income UK. I don't know.
Liverpool. I'm a Manchester United type of guy, but
there were multiple. Went to a hospital on a Friday night and had multiple 13-year-olds showing up, blackout drunk, in this area of Liverpool. So somebody needs to watch those kids. That's basically it.
Yeah. Sometimes just boredom. One of the problems, and I think it's going to get worse for us, is that a lot of people are just bored. I don't personally know how people get bored. And maybe that's something that's wrong with me, but I find myself tired.
How do
but
you
I
get
don't find
bored
myself
when
bored.
there's Pornhub.com?
Huh?
I said, how do you get bored when there's Pornhub.com? You can just amuse yourself all day long if you need to.
Yeah, I guess you could amuse the living daylights out of yourself.
That's not amusement. That's effing torture. So
Yeah.
It's called amusing yourself by abusing yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Find things to do. Find things to do is my. I always have something that needs to get done. So if I'm just really really tired and my brain is like tired, then I'll veg out or whatever and watch something. But I'm not bored. I'm just resting my brain.
So Richard
Yeah.
Monder says Liverpool is the shithole of the UK.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know.
Well, he's allowed to say that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that exists everywhere, especially cases.
I tried to tell. We went go back in time to an episode where I said every place has a shithole.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Every
100%.
place has a shithole.
Yeah.
Now it might be the most beautiful place when you look out toward the mountains, but when you look down the street,
Well,
it's a shithole.
So, Walter, this is one of the laws that goes back to ancient times, and I'm not talking to. What are we tracking time now? We're in 2021 by Christian standards, obviously, but time's a lot older than that. But listen, you could be on a little desert, not desert island, but a little awesome fantasy island type of thing. You're gonna have to go dig a shithole somewhere. So by law, there has to be one of those everywhere. Like you have to go dig one of those.
If you're on a beautiful little tropical island,
Yeah.
and you don't got nothing to eat but a coconut, it is a shithole.
Yeah.
So there's no other way to put it.
Right.
You can't go get a piece of pizza. You can't go get a hot dog or a steak. You gotta you gotta gnaw on a coconut. That's not good.
There's a hood. There's all of that everywhere. There's hoods everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff.
Sure there is.
Yeah.
We have another anecdote. Our property is beautiful in the mountains. Our property we have up there is beautiful. You go literally one mountain over to what's called Black Mountain. I'm not even kidding.
It cracks me up every time Patrick says one mountain over.
One mountain over. It's literally the name of the mountain is Black Mountain, and it's we were told by the sheriff's department. Like I was like, oh yeah, we went up there exploring one time, looking around. People were weird. They just like stood out with no shirts on and stared at us. And the sheriff's department was like, one of the sheriff's ladies was like, well, even the sheriff's department doesn't go up there. Like nobody goes. You don't go up there.
So is Black Mountain?
That's where they cook meth.
Is Black Mountain white people or black people or a mix?
Oh, white people. White people. All white people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and they cook lots of meth up there, supposedly.
Is everyone very closely related to everyone else?
It is a good possibility.
James Miller says if you have coconuts and cicadas, you're all good. I guess you could eat those cicadas.
Oh, God, did you not see
I
that?
reckon,
There's been a big push.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a big push.
Can we talk about guns for a second?
Yes, let's do
We
it.
talk about guns for a second.
What, you want to shoot the
if
cicadas? You want to shoot the cicadas with machine guns? Is that your solution?
Well, if we have to, yes, I can. Yes.
Yeah.
But I found this really cool looking gun that's being made in Finland.
And where is this gun?
And it's not. I saw it on the Firearms blog. It's on the second page of the Firearms blog.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm
it's
going to
called
have to pull that up here. Let's see. Second page, Firearms blog. Just bear
NCO
with me.
Firearms KR21. NCO Firearms CAR21.
Okay, hold on. Let me share my thing here. So you said second page. Scroll all the way down. It's a lot of stuff going on in the Firearms blog. Let's see. New
CNSKS,
Bighorn lever actions, TBV review.
Keep going.
Hot
Keep
gas,
going, keep going.
hot gas,
Finish.
Beretta.
Finish. There it is.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Mischief,
Keep going.
JP.
Right
finish.
there.
Boom.
Stop.
Okay,
Crack
let's
it
see
open.
this.
That is a nice. That's and multi-caliber too, and it's well thought out.
NCO Firearms, multi-caliber.
Walter, when has a multi-caliber gun ever come to fruition?
I have one. A rifle.
I think this one will. This one is
think
seems
this
to be
one
pretty
will?
well thought out. So.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's got a magwell?
I
Look
think
at that
so.
magwell
Well,
adapter and the bolt
looks
adapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
I like it
Dude,
because it's a really clean design. It's not a lot
What's
of monkey
the
business you don't need.
what's the cost? Oh, $3,725.
Do the Finns
But
import anything to the U.S.?
You'll never see it here.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I have the is it the MGM Hydra? I have one of those multi-caliber guns. It's a different thing now.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the rights of it got sold. I don't think is it MGM? I don't think
MGI.
MGI. I don't think they're doing it anymore. I think there's another company that's been making ARs for a long time. I think those guys are making those now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Well, you know what happens with this in America up to right now is that why spend like $3,000-$4,000 to get this one gun, and then you have to spend more money to get different combinations when you could buy a gun for $500-$600.
The ACR was supposed to come out with like what 4 or 5 different calibers, and that's never happened. So
okay.
The problems companies have with that when they say that, and then people say, "Well, I want my 300 blackout one. I want my this one, that one," and they don't buy it because it's not in their caliber. Instead of just coming out with a gun, and then after you get out and people buy it and think, "Oh, we have a caliber kit. We have a new caliber kit for 300 blackout. Here it is." Then they have both of them. They have 223.
They promised, that was the problem, I think, is they promised it in multi-caliber, 300 blackout, 2223, AK 76239, and then none of it came to fruition, so nobody ever bought it.
Yeah.
And then once that happens, everybody's like, "Oh, pull the shit. They're never going to do anything."
Yeah.
You know,
That's
all the
absolutely
hate
what
stuff.
happened, is it never took off.
Yeah. Isn't
well, first thing,
go ahead.
when Bushmaster, first when Magpul, who designed that gun, showed it at the SHOT Show, everybody just lost their mind. They were like, "Oh fuck, I got to get one of these things."
It was cool.
And then it went to Remington. / Bushmaster, and they jacked the price up and fiddly fucked with it, and they had problems.
Was it the price was going to be like $850 or $900, and then Bushmaster took it over and was like, "Hold my beer," and marked it up to like what, $1,500 or $1,600?
$1,500-$1,600, and then there was problems with the guns too.
Yep.
So
I think Bushmaster. So by the way, I heard a rumor. I can't find it right now. This is not confirmed from the new owners of Bushmaster because I can't get anyone over there to respond to me.
Confirm or deny.
Yeah, even though I can't get anyone to respond to my questions over there. So I know that there's new owners of Bushmaster, and it is a separate company, although it is somehow affiliated, right, with Franklin Armory. But I think they're coming back out with that, from what I hear from other people.
Oh, they actually plan on doing something with the ACR now.
I think so. Yes.
I hear, from what I've read online, the ACR stock is like the best part of that whole project. People have
the ACR stock is used on all kinds of guns.
Yeah. There's an MP5 adapter, there's a SCAR adapter, there's ARs adapters. Like supposedly people love that thing.
There's a Freebog adapter.
Yeah.
Is there really a Streebog adapter?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Again, I've heard it's great. That was the best part of that whole project, was the stock system.
Yeah. Richard Mondo says, "I've always wanted a Valmet."
I do too.
I would love a Valmet.
Yeah.
But they've gotten nutty lately, so.
Yeah.
Everything is Walt.
Yeah, we were actually trying to. I know Mac has a video on that. We were actually trying to get. There was a thing that was going on, and some friends of mine were trying to get something for another friend of mine, and they wanted to get a Valmet, but that's not easy to do. So.
It's easy if you have enough money.
Well, yes, you can get anything.
You get whatever you want, yeah. But to get it at a reasonable price right now is impossible. There's just no way.
The right chick with enough money willing to buy guns for Babyface P, he'll be husband number 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Up in there,
as long as the guns are in my name, that's great.
Get his guns flowing out.
Kathleen Music Lover is asking about the Dagger and if they're being sold yet. Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead, say something.
They're trickling them out on maybe like Friday afternoons.
Is it Fridays or is it every day?
So
That's what I hear. That's what the little birdie told me in my ear one
What
day.
I know is that they are making them. So the people who originally ordered those have gotten them. The people who held on to their orders, and PSA is making them, for what I know. And if you're looking for them, you're gonna have to just keep checking every day.
It's like the AKs. It's the same thing as the AKs, where you have to watch at like 3:00 Eastern daily, and five of them will pop up on the website, and you can buy one.
Yeah.
Make sure your ad blocker's off. Damn it! Make sure your ad blocker's off.
Yeah, I would just say if you really want it, you're gonna have to keep eyes on that. I don't know what numbers they're being made in, what quantity, but I'm assuming that that'll probably continuously get stepped up.
I mean, the price the price is going to. They've released it at a price where it will never be a in stock all the time item. It will be something that like $350 for me is kind of like a no brainer. If it is a Glock quality firearm that uses all the same components, to me $350 is like, yeah, that's the new standard.
Yeah, I like it just for the first gun coming, like for the first handgun, I guess, coming from PSA.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah,
and the reviews have been favorable. I mean, they've come from some unsavory characters, so who knows how legit they are.
No,
but they've been pretty favorable.
There's unsavory characters in the gun industry.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm surprising everybody.
Forsooth, for shame. Like I said, there's a shithole dug in every camp.
There's people who would do reviews for money.
I mean,
who knew?
And that's not a crime in and of itself, I don't think. I just think you have to let people know what you're up to.
I got to say, buyer beware. That's all.
Full disclosure. I believe in full disclosure, and I believe in capitalism. Nothing wrong with capitalism.
No, I'd never say not make any money if you get a chance to.
Yeah, just be honest with the peoples out there. We strive to do that around here.
Scotch went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate when that happens, don't it? Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Even worse when it starts to come back up the wrong pipe.
Let's see here. There's a couple of different things. I don't want to actually forget this. So let me kind of get this out of the way. This is kind of sad though, so I don't. It's not with pleasure that I bring this up, but I do want to bring up this story because there's like some people here who are involved in it. So remember last week we were talking about Baraka James Ulrich.
Is that the guy that is no longer with us?
Yes.
Politely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here, let me just share this. There is a GoFundMe for his wife and kids out there, and I do want to share it. Yeah, he had a wife and kids. So here it goes. I'll throw the link. The link should already be in the chat, but I'll throw it up here again. It says Fundraiser for the James girls, and it was created 6 days ago. And it says Sun K and 4 others are organizing this fundraiser on behalf of Kyung James. So that would be his wife, and he's got 3 beautiful daughters that you guys could see here. And I'm going to read a little bit of this that's here. It says, on the evening of Saturday, June 5th, tragedy struck Kyung, May, Faye, and Eve in ways no one could fathom. Baraka James tragically took his own life and created a fire that completely destroyed the family's house and everything they owned. For Kyung and their 3 daughters. Yeah, let me get this passage out. For Kyung and her 3 daughters, losing their father, husband, and home so unexpectedly has left them in absolute shock and despair. Their lives have been devastated, and Kyung has been left widowed, homeless, and faced with the daunting journey of raising her 3 beautiful daughters as a single mother. It says they're left with nothing but literally the clothes on their back, and almost with a certainty home insurance will not cover their losses due to the fire being determined an incendiary / intentional fire.
Arson.
Yeah,
basically
and
it's arson.
Yeah, and there's links and stuff like that. Yeah. So
and if you look at the link, they had a very nice piece of property. It's a shame.
Yeah, that's kind of that's a real tragedy. It sucks that he took his life and left behind wife and kids, and obviously there was stuff going on there that, I mean, I don't know if I want to even get into all of that, but yeah. So I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna ask Lola to, on our behalf to donate some money to that, and anyone else out there who can, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if the person sending me this wants to put their name put out there, but they said, yeah, that this person is saying that was close to them, and yeah, there's no insurance, none of that, and that's how he went out. So those guys are really suffering, and if you could help, it would be much appreciated on their part. So, yeah, that kind of stuff I don't like talking about, but I feel like we should at least try to. I feel like we should at least try to help them out. It really does suck, right? So I'm not trying to obligate anyone to do anything. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. To go back to what we were saying before, I think a little earlier, take care of your family and your kids, and even if life is tough, your purpose in life is to take care of those people who definitely need you. So, yeah. How do we move on from that sad, tragic?
You wanna talk local politics?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the Three Stooges. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, it is. If anyone needs that, you can hit me up, and I'll get you that link or whatever, or you can find it in the description of this. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Walt.
Just when you think there's no hope, what did the judge in Florida do?
Yeah, exactly. Hit us with that, Patrick. What's
So we were in the news. I am the only one. I can't say we because I'm the only one that lives here. Alachua County. We had a mask mandate going.
Home of what?
Home of the Gators and a Lovelace College. Yes.
Yeah, University of Florida. Yeah.
The most left leaning area in all of North Central Florida. Probably the hub of liberalism in the entire north of Florida, other than maybe Tallahassee.
Technically, I live in your garage there, or my. Don't
tell them. Don't tell the insurance people that. They might come. They might not like that.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm close enough to it that I have to deal with
that. It affects you. No. Yeah. Anybody within the general area, it affects you.
This whole stupid mask mandate. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we had a mask mandate going back to like March or April of last year. They implemented it, and they put up these ridiculous signs that were telling everybody, hey, by law, you must mask up going into this location. And they would almost got to the point where some of it was like, if you see somebody unmasked, call this number. I believe that was on there. So a local business owner out in Newberry, he owns a florist. Well, it's not a florist. It's like an outdoor tree. What would that be called? Nursery? He owns a nursery.
A tree cuttery?
Tree cuttery, a nursery.
A tree growery. A tree growery.
Took Alachua County to court over it. The local judge sided on the favor of Alachua County and saying, no, everything's fine here. Don't look at this. He took it up to the appellate level. 3-judge appellate court looked at it, overturned the lower court's decision.
Yeah.
And basically said, not only is this wrong, not only is the lower court wrong, this is highly unconstitutional, and she's looking at the wrong scrutiny level. Mm-hmm. So in law, I guess there's multiple scrutinies. When it comes to matters like this that are constitutional matters, you always have to go strict scrutiny. She was going with like the lowest scrutiny level of the 3. Mm-hmm. So they kicked it back down. They're like, no, you're wrong. Take another look at this. They overturned it all. She has a certain amount of time to either I don't know exactly how it works, but there's some amount of time that she can re-rule on it. But yeah, it looks like it's going to go in the guy's favor, in the citizens' favor, that this whole thing is completely unconstitutional.
Well, so there's a whole bunch of different reasons why they would probably want to let this go. One, Florida has dropped over all these mask mandates, but yes, Gainesville and Alachua County is a very liberal.
How much more money? How much more of our tax dollars are they going to waste? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Walter.
yeah. I mean, at this point, it makes no sense. What's that, Walt?
Inform the people out there. Gainesville is a decent sized city, but it's not a metropolis by any means.
No.
No.
And the rest,
It's a college town.
and the rest of that county is rural. Bottom line, the rest of the county is rural.
Red.
And
The entirety of the county is red.
You get out when you get out of any city, nobody wears a mask. Even when it was going on, very few people wore masks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Florida, our governor had enough sense to turn all this crap off, because you have to. It's just silly. It's not doing anything.
Marley and I have decided we're going to have to get Ron DeSantis 2024 shirts that say "Make America Florida."
I don't know if I'm 100% with that, but I like the idea.
Look,
I'm not 100% over there. They need to get rid of some of the gun stuff that was put in effect before.
One thing at a
DeSantis.
time, my friend. One thing
yeah.
at a time.
Yeah,
For sure.
So
and
you got to take the good with the bad things.
They overturned it. The 3-judge panel overturned it. The one Libby judge on the panel said, he had a 14-page dissent saying that this is extremely dangerous precedent that they're setting. The other 2 judges were like, shove it up your ass. It's unconstitutional.
Yeah, I was looking at the Viva Frail video that you sent on that, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying it right? Is it Viva Frail?
Fry.
Viva Fry, yeah.
Fry, like French fry.
Viva Fry, yeah, that was a pretty good video, and they were talking about, and that's why we've got it in the title here, our right to be let alone.
I haven't actually looked up that right, so if you have, let me know more about it. Very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's connected to the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment forms, the right to be left alone foundation for economic education, blah, blah, blah. So I see this here, the Fourth Amendment forms the basis of a right to privacy, the right to be left alone, as Justice Louis Brandeis put it, blah, blah, blah. That's what I see here, that there's different...
Basically, from what I had gathered, and I need to go look up our state constitution, but within our state constitution, it specifies that the government is held to the standard that Floridians have the right to be left alone to the greatest degree possible when it comes to governmental intervention. That's kind of the gist I got from it. Does that work in practice all the time? Probably not, but it held here, and I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. So, I think Florida's constitution closely follows the American Constitution, right?
We have similarities.
Yeah, there's some places where
also,
they divert, I think, but...
Don't forget that there's also the Supremacy Clause, or the idea of the Supremacy Clause in the Constitution, where the federal trumps state, but state is supposed to expand on federal, and gives us... it doesn't give us anything. Don't take that. It limits the power of the local government.
Yeah, so, we should... I don't know if anyone's commenting on it yet, but we should probably look that up a little bit more.
The funny thing, I made a comment about this today. I have a cousin who has younger children, 8, 4, and 2, something like that. And she is extremely, extremely conservative and has been posting about all the mask updates. She posted about this, and I was like, I posted back on her thing that she linked. I was telling her that if you go look at, historically, Alachua County, their Facebook group their Facebook page for the last year has been harping on, here's the mask mandate, here's the mask mandate, here are the penalties, here's the mask mandate. We're keeping it in effect. We're not removing it. Oh, Governor Santos this? Nope, we're not removing it. Here are the penalties. Since this is gone this was Friday night, this got handed down, not a peep out of them. Not a single word on their Facebook page about this.
They're probably, their lawyer types are probably gathering and huddling and touch each other's butts and trying to figure out what their next move is. That's what their
next move is to piss off and stop wasting our tax dollars. Maybe that's just me.
No. As long as you keep paying the taxes, they're going to keep wasting it.
What, $250 an hour? $150 an hour? What do you think they're making?
Look, they're worse than a fucking heroin addict.
Yeah.
They're spending your money 10 years ahead of time before they even get it. I used to work for the city of Clearwater. We had a meeting one time where the mayor came in, and I lived in Safety Harbor, so I could give 2 fucks about Clearwater. And they're telling you how good penny for Pinellas is. Also it's only a penny. And we've got improvements planned, and some things do need to be done. I agree with that. But when those heroin addicts politicians are spending your money 10 years from when they get it? No bueno.
Leave
Bad
within your
juju, bueno.
means.
Yeah.
Walter, did you see the Hillsborough County penny tax got overturned at the state level as well?
Oh, they don't need no more tax money.
They
tax money.
So for anybody that's out there, since we're on this whole tax and government thing, Hillsborough County last election cycle put in a 1 cent tax that was in. It was going to be in for 10 years, increasing from 7 to 8%, and that money was supposed to be slated for road work, whatever that's called, infrastructure.
Yeah.
Quote infrastructure, which means nothing. It can mean anything, basically.
Yeah, it could be the infrastructure of their house.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Right,
So it was taken up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court found, no, that's not constitutional. You can't have that. The way they had slated the whole thing, completely unconstitutional.
They've tried to push this high-speed rail thing on us here. They want to make a high-speed rail line from Tampa to Orlando, basically, to Disney. And it's like, I think about that, like, who in the fuck is going to ride this thing? I mean, what do you do when you get to Orlando and you don't have a car? There's no more mass transit to get onto. It's a boondoggle. It's another government boondoggle.
Was it going right onto Disney's property? Was that thing going right onto Disney's property?
I don't know about that.
I mean, if so, then let Disney pay for it. If they want it.
Well, I agree 100%. If it's so wonderful, let private business take it over.
I don't have anything against the trains and stuff. Yeah, the speed trains. Those high speed trains are completely. The idea of it is not bad. The problem is, because of all the different, like every different municipality has different speed limits and all kinds of stuff that goes into that. It winds up being a joke.
I think the problem is uncontrollable governmental spending. It balloons and balloons and balloons and never gets done. Nothing gets accomplished.
Because they always got those heroin addicts have this. They're spending the money before they get it, and they've got these grandiose plans for roads and mass transit. Well, I got news for you in Florida. It's a little late for mass transit. As much as you want it, it's too late. I mean, it could have been 50 years ago, maybe. 50 years ago.
We can't do, I guess because we've got a lot of sand in Florida, right? We can't do basements, and we can't do the boring company either. We can't dig tunnels.
No, you can't dig holes.
So,
you'll swim.
Yeah. We're going to need...
give them that idea, please. Don't give them that idea.
Cars and helicopters. That's what we got. And planes. There's a lot of planes in Florida, a lot of airports, a lot of small airports.
When the counties and the cities complain about the traffic and this, I got an idea for you, cities and counties. Stop issuing building permits. Oh. No more tax money. No more new tax money. Come on.
Yeah.
There's an easy way to fix
I've been really considering running for local government here of some kind.
What?
Especially after that article I sent you today, which we can get into that later on.
Wait. Which article?
The woman that tried to blow up a school bus with children on it.
Right.
Oh, that threatened them on a bus?
Yeah, she threatened to blow up a
and now she wants to be a representative. Go ahead.
So now she's running for local government. And I was like, well, goddamn, I could do a better job than that. Come on.
Patrick, you're the wrong color. You'll never get away with that stuff. Stop threatening me.
Well, first of all, he's Cuban, sir. Technically,
That's right. He's
whiter than me, motherfucker. He's whiter than me. Okay, stop that Cuban shit. Okay.
Oh man, you look at my credentials. I represent the Hispanic, the Latin X of Gainesville, Florida.
Look at these nutty women. These Muslim ones that are.
At what point do you?
That run around threatening.
Go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
Don't get me.
No, listen.
Don't get me
Look,
started.
I'll run in this. Let me see if I can run in this story. So it says, leftist candidate stormed school bus, terrorized children by telling them she might have a bomb before ranting about U.S. and Somalia. What's her name?
Oh my God,
greatest.
She's a Muslim too. Oh my God.
Ubaks
She's a Somali immigrant.
is a community activist and progressive candidate for King County Council in Washington. Given that's the home of Seattle, someone with left-wing chops and a high enough profile has a decent chance of winning. She says, I'm running because I've had more than 2 decades of first-hand experience with creativity and adaptability of communities, I guess that means terrorism, in finding systemic solutions to the issues that affect them. Gardieri said when she announced her nomination in May, blah, 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 and then she goes on about that. She's head of the Equitable Development Division of the City Seattle Office of Planning, so she already has stuff.
She has a day job, I guess.
According to documents reported last week, Gardieri once boarded a This not in another country. She did this.
No.
Once boarded a Seattle school bus, intimated she might blow it up. Intimated she might blow it up, and said that Americans were bad people, and mocked students who got off the bus as cowards. So yeah,
that's the craziest thing is the kids in the back that like got the F out by opening the
which
back
is what
door
they
and
should
fleeing.
do. Yeah.
Yes, she was like, "You coward!" She told them, "You guys are cowards, and whatever happens to the other kids is on you."
Yeah.
Well, the other kids would all go
If this
see.
woman-
The other kids would all go see, right? They'll go to Seattle, right? All right. Let's get to the dirt. Let's get to the nitty-gritty
I wish the
here.
school bus drivers would be allowed to be armed so they could bust caps.
Armed and just pop.
Yeah, then we wouldn't even be
just-
talking about this nonsense.
When's the last Methodist climbed into a bus and threatened to blow it up? I'm just saying.
You
you
can't. A lot of people love to do the. A lot of people love to do the whole, well, back in the Crusade times, it's like, they didn't even blow shit up. Get the fuck out of here. They didn't even do that to kids back in the Crusade times.
This is not the Crusade, you dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. People are still talking about Patrick. LV Louis Cypher says, start calling your spouse Lucy and telling her she has some splaining to do.
You have some splaining to do.
Lucy, you're so ridiculous.
Marley, you're so ridiculous. I don't know if she could even hear me.
That's awesome.
That's
a pretty awesome show, too, when you go watch it.
You guys are going to have to sleep in separate beds, though. You're going to have to get separate beds. I'm sorry.
It could never have been. You could never do I Love Lucy today. Ever, ever, ever.
No. It was a great show, though.
No way.
Lucy wasn't that bad, really.
Yeah. And Ricky, you know what was funny? He was really super talented and very intelligent, and the mastermind behind everything, behind a lot of things. Let
me bring a bad subject up. He was also, because of his ethnicity, he was put down and looked down upon too. And that's a that wasn't a black man. He's a So it just doesn't apply to people of color. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, being from Cuba, he was a person of color. You know, people of color is not just white people.
He's as white as I was. Okay, come on, let's get.
Yeah, well, white is a color. But yes, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but you know,
it was because he talked funny. That's why.
Different country. Listen, everyone in America has been discriminated against. When the Irish came here, someone was discriminating against them. When the Italians
came here, the Russians came here, the Swedes came here. The Poles didn't like the Swedes. The Swedes didn't like the Russians. Boom.
Tell her to get you a Cuban sandwich.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm thinking. I wasn't thinking of I Love Lucy. I was thinking of the Honeymooners with the bam, Alice straight to the moon. You never have spousal abuse on TV.
That's a classic there. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah.
Honeymooners.
Spousal abuse on TV.
Growing up in New York, I used to right after the Honeymooners, they would literally play the anthem and show the flag, and then that's it. When I was a kid, end of TV. Not like now; it just keeps going.
I say that nod my head as if I lived through that, which I obviously didn't, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, I remember seeing it. Yeah, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Over, done.
Yeah.
The pattern would come up on the TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Len Holt says if Sammy Davis Jr. can be Jewish, go for it, Patrick. The original Jewish people were black, by the way, African. So yes, but I do agree with what you're saying. But the original Jews were Africans. Sorry, that's why you'll find there's a ton of them in Israel.
Are you talking about the black Israelites? That
No, I'm not talking about that.
No, in Somalia, in the Somali area.
Yeah.
Where the Ark of the Covenant's at.
Listen, the original people so far that's where the cradle of life is in Africa. So that's where most of what we've got. So and then DCG44 says Hank, Hispanics are white, just look at 4473. Yeah, I mean, I think that
look at that, Hank. Look at that.
Yeah,
Hispanics are white. Look at that skin.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're not. See, this is like a weird thing, right? So Spain is in Europe, right? But a lot of what
Spaniards are European.
Yeah, a lot of what we consider to be Hispanic or Latino is a mix of that and of what was found like natively in the places South America, etc., which would be
when
native
you go to
Indians.
the Caribbean. Because my lineage on the Spanish side, Cuban side, traces back to Cuba, and then beyond that, back to Spain. We trace our ancestry back to Spaniards, which are typically light skin, blonde hair, green eyes, blue eyes.
They're Europeans.
We're Europeans. But when you start looking at the Caribbean, it's a melting pot. You got
For sure.
Black slaves getting trucked in there. You've got
the native Indians,
local natives,
which are dark skinned, and then everybody interbreeding, mixing together. You got a whole,
a bunch of different people came to Cuba.
You always had some pirates and sailors moving on through. You know what I mean?
That's exactly right.
Get busy.
Port in every home.
What is the oldest profession?
Being a pirate.
Prostitution.
Yeah.
Walter's got it.
I know.
Gun making second, weapons manufacturing, and prostitution first.
That's it. Yeah. It's almost like we love to screw and we love to kill.
What?
Kill each other.
Called being human. Shout out to Real NOC, Kevin Dixie out there. Shout out to Kevin Dixie. Kevin Dixie says, appreciate Hank and Lola sliding through. Train and learn for a spill. Yeah, we just came through to get food and hang out with people. But it was awesome. I think Kevin puts on a good event. So shout out to whoever went there, and whoever didn't go there. It's probably something you guys can plan to go to next year. Every year it's in the same place. But Kevin Dixie always does a good job with those things. And he was preaching around the fire, man. You know, Kevin. Just imagine Kevin on a regular basis, but then out at night under the stars and a fire. I showed you guys the fire, right? Did I show you guys? I have video of that fire, So under the stars and the fire and all that kind of stuff,
What is that made for? A toy?
What is that you're messing around with, Walter?
This is airsoft.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let's see this.
I've repeatedly been on the fence about airsoft to play with.
You remember the micro Uzi of BWEs?
Mm-hmm.
That's an airsoft version of the same thing.
So YouTube overlords looking at this, it's
Airsoft. See what?
Airsoft is a toy. That's why it's got the
airsoft
thing on there.
Airsoft. We should just preface from now on, any firearms we show off on this channel, all airsoft, every single one. Yeah, we are now an airsoft channel. Nothing is real. So I'm gonna start grabbing. What should I show off?
No, don't do it.
That one is airsoft. And I don't usually do airsoft stuff. The reason I kept that one because it's got a really nice stock.
Look, here's that fire right there. That was a good fire, Walt. I know you like a fire.
Nice.
That was a nice fire out there. Nice dark night out in it was St. Louis, I guess technically, but it was straight country out there. No lights out there whatsoever. Yeah, it was just outside of St. Louis.
I thought NOC moved to Atlanta.
No, but he's from St. Louis, and he does that event in St. Louis every year. By the way, it was so dark out there. You could see the stars and everything, and we saw like a bunch of different lights all lined up right next to each other. in the sky moving. Guess what that was?
Aliens.
Aliens.
Starlink. We saw the Starlink
Aliens.
satellites.
Sure
That's
it is.
alien.
Just keep thinking that. Just keep thinking that. That's all.
We saw the Starlink satellites moving across the sky at night.
They were looking down at you, taking your brainwaves out, learning your habits, spying on you.
And probably doing some contrails up there,
Yeah.
way up in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What was
Kevin Dixie was asking. Kevin
Yeah.
Dixie had a question for me about Knob Creek coming to an end. We got
Yeah.
to talk about that too.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I get my renewal. I get my renewal notice for my tables at Knob Creek, and inside there's a letter. And I'm reading it, and I'm going, the pandemic closed us. The bridge falling over when they had a bridge fall over one time, closed us. But now we're da 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 da. This is the last Knob Creek in October, and I'm like, what? Huh? Now, I'm not surprised because they've had insurance issues in the past. So I have a gut feeling that it's due to insurance. And I have a feeling that they can't get insurance, or if they can't get it, maybe the insurance company said, well, we'll pull all your insurance if you keep this machine gun.
Yeah, Walt,
shit
do
thing
you
up."
have the letter? Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see. I don't know if you have that
I
letter
posted
right there.
it.
I can.
I don't have it with me. I posted it on Instagram and my Facebook page, Safety Harbor Firearms Facebook page.
Yeah.
There's been
thought you-
3 of them canceled due to the pandemic. For what that's worth, it's more due to the liberals in Kentucky.
Text it to me, by the way. Do you have it? If you have it on your phone, send it to me. Sorry.
Yeah, let me send it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
But I was surprised, but in some respects I was not surprised. So.
Okay.
It sucks because we go there, we sell stuff. I make money. That's why I go. But I also buy a lot of cool stuff. I mean, stuff you don't find in other places because a lot of people with cool stuff gather in one place. So, but it's kind of an end of an era, I guess. Or who knows? Maybe somebody else will pick up the slack. But I don't think they'll have it on the scale of the creek, and they won't have a gun show on the scale of the creek either. So
Yeah, Walter's taking forever to actually send that to me.
look, I'm talking. I can't do 2 things at one time.
So here, let's see.
I talk
It's
with
on-
my hands. My hands are going. It's like yeah.
It's on his Instagram, Safety Harbor Firearms, if you guys want to see. And it says
didn't
half
see
a
it right
century,
now.
50 years, Knob Creek machine gun shoot. Every year, twice a year, well, except for flood and a pandemic. We've made many friends. Some have become family. It's been twice a year. Reunion for many vendors and shooters. Your patronage has been much appreciated over the years. However, old age has crept up on us all. The time has come. October, 2021 will be the last machine gun shoot. Hope to see you then. Our shopping range will continue to operate on our regular schedule. Come see us anytime. And that is from Kenny Sumner.
Yes, and what I think they've improved the pole barn and the range office vastly since when I started going there. I think they'll probably have private events. They might have maybe a typical gun show, I guess, maybe. But I don't. The machine gun shoot's a big production. A lot of people, they have to hire temporarily, and a lot of workers, and yeah. So, but I have a feeling it's due to insurance. I have a feeling.
Yeah. Born to be a shooter, Josh wants to know if you can buy tickets or whatever online.
You just show up, pay at the door or the gate.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
pay at the gate. People could camp out there too, right? I think we've.
Yep,
talked
they have
about
a
this
campground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this will be the last one. Might be a big hurrah. I'm not sure I could be there, Walt, because I think I have some stuff going on in October. I've got to check exactly what the time is if I'm around there. But
I mean,
there's so much stuff going. If I'm around, I'll try to come through, but I don't know.
it'll be
right
interesting
now.
to see with the prices of ammo. Even before the pandemic, ammo prices were up, or I should say, availability of surplus ammo was down. So there wasn't as much of the surplus ammo that the machine gun guys shoot.
Yeah.
So there was less shooting. There was actually, back in the old days, it was blasting all day long. I mean, guys would buy. Century Arms would show up there with pallets of ammo, and guys would buy pallets of ammo. So,
Yeah, I mean the Knob Creek footage is legendary. If you search Knob Creek and look at the footage,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Didn't the media use it as a what was it? They
For
said
news
that was
footage.
Yeah, they used it as
Yeah.
news footage.
Yeah, like
that was that
some
one thing where that was supposed to. It was supposed to be like in Iraq or
yeah, they were saying
Syria
that
or
one
something.
country was bombing another or something like that, and it was
today-
just America.
Today in the shop, the subject of when did the machine gun shoot start came up, and I wasn't sure, so I did some Googling, and I come across the Southern, what is it, the Poverty Law Center,
Southern
whatever
Poverty
that
Law
leftist
Center. What do
organization
they
is.
care?
They had an article in 2006 or 2005 about Knob Creek, how the neo-Nazis and the white supremacists all there to go together. They go there, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me tell you something about Knob Creek. Lots of different people, different colors, different ethnicities, old people, young people, granny and mama and the kids on Saturdays and stuff. Yes, there's some strange folks walking around sometimes.
I mean,
yes,
I've
people have
heard
lots of
from guys
tattoos.
who've gone there. There has been Nazis, neo-Nazis, or whatever in the past walking around.
Well, okay,
there.
there's neo-Nazis. There's neo-Nazis right in your neighborhood somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
For sure.
So,
yeah.
but at the creek, I've never had anybody like come after me. I guess they've had some problems at times in the campground with groups, but not that I knew about it. I didn't hear about it,
Mm-hmm.
But as far
Just
as
out of
everybody's usually
curiosity,
friendly,
what would they come after you for?
well, I mean, just being rude or nasty or whatever,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
most of the time,
Because it's part black.
I'm selling. I'm
The
selling
only
stuff.
part
So we're
black
having this,
Walter
we're having a
is.
conversation.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me just stay away from that.
My fingernails after I work on the car. But no, I mean it's not that. It's
we're
not
messing
that,
in dangerous territory.
When you go to that's life in the big city. When you go to a gun show, most of the time, most people are pretty civil because they're just
Yeah.
they're
Who wants
just
to
there to
get,
have
who
a
wants
good
to
time
get
and buy stuff.
toasted? Yeah, who wants to get toasted at the Knob Creek?
Yeah,
know?
that wouldn't be a good place to do something violent. Let me just give you that.
But I think you were
would
telling me people have died during that event, right?
There's been accidents. Yes,
Yeah.
people have been. There's been accidents.
Yeah.
And you can look it up. It's all online if you want to find out about it. But for the most part, it's been pretty. It's yeah. I mean, when you're setting off explosives, there's ricochets. There's
Yeah.
stuff
If there's
like
not
that
the
going on.
possibility that you're going to die, is it really an event? I mean, you could go to a rock
No.
concert and die.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. You could go to a Hall &
but,
Oates show or something like that and
you
die.
might,
I mean, yeah.
I got a better chance of having an accident riding up on the interstate going there than I do have something that's happening at the creek.
Yeah.
So
one of the things about Knob Creek that I think is that over the years Kentucky's changed, right? I mean, we're in that Viva Fry video. They were talking about Florida and Kentucky, right, Patrick?
And the Kentucky governor, they stripped him of his emergency powers, and he said, "Hell no," and is ignoring it. Yeah, so Kentucky.
Why is that?
Kentucky's
What's
going back.
Kentucky's governor? Pray tell. What is that?
Right
dude?
now
I
it's a
don't.
Democrat.
To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah, he's a
he's a
Democrat.
Democrat, but
in
before
Kentucky.
that they had a Republican.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the people, I would probably say most of the people, the real people, are not that way.
Mhm.
They're pretty independent type folks, most of them that
Yeah.
would attend that event. So
Yeah. Listen, I've always loved Kentucky. I just have to tell you guys that. I've always thought Kentucky is a cool place.
it's beautiful right there. Yeah.
And it's got lots of different people. There's lots of different people in Kentucky. My barber Mo was actually born in Kentucky. Wasn't Muhammad Ali from Kentucky?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, wasn't he from Kentucky? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different stuff in Kentucky, but whenever I go there, especially as gun guys, I always find like everyone's all friendly and and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, I grew up in New York City, where a lot of people would like to think New York City is some kind of bastion of some kind of like libertarian utopia. Probably the most racism that I have faced. like as a black man, has gone down in New York City. You know, from lots of different directions. Let's just put it that way.
I can't speak for that stuff in Kentucky, but like I said, I've never had any issues with the folks there, and I see the same. For years, you'd see the same people every 6 months when you go. The same customers, the same people. Hey, Walt, how you doing, man? Blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like everybody's and vendors the same way. It's going to be kind of suck because some of the other vendors we made friends with, you won't see them again. I won't see them again because we won't cross paths.
So do you think anyone's going to take up the mantle of that, or that's it? We're not going to see stuff like this?
Well, you still have the shootout in what is the big shootout in New Mexico? You still have that one, and that's right around the same time as the Creek, but it's not the same. It's not a big gun show. It's just a big machine gun shoot. That's where they shoot the drones, and they have the night shoot and with tracers and all that stuff. And I haven't been to that one, but it's going to be hard to do. I mean, it's and I think it's purposeful. The insurance companies make it really hard, and you got to have insurance because you got these bloodthirsty, blood-sucking lawyers that'll they'll sue you for a quarter.
Yeah.
So
I think some of these companies out there, some of these companies in the firearms industry, I don't know, that maybe in the last year, 2 years have stacked the chips, should buy couple thousand acres, maybe not necessarily in Kentucky, but in some places, and once a year, twice a year, do a similar show. How about that? Is that asking too much? I guess that's asking too much.
I don't know. A lot of liability in our litigious society we live in. So
yeah. Man, that's
unfortunately. I'm a realist when it comes to that stuff. And
Atomic Bull says the most racism I faced as a white man was in New York City. Look at what's happening in New York City right now, where people are just going around punching Asian people in the face. That's crazy. That's insanity, man. I can't. Like, what the?
Okay, hey, strange. Who's doing that?
Mostly black people. Mostly black people.
So I couldn't understand.
If we're talking about what race those people are doing that, for sure. But there's lots of America. There's no so white people haven't cornered the market on racism anywhere on the face of this planet.
No, not at all.
Okay, every human being is potentially capable of being racist. Now, as time goes on here, we're all dealing with our stuff, and most of us have moved past that. But obviously, in all cultures, we still have very ignorant ass people.
Big Sandy machine gun shoot. Big Sandy. BWE brought it up in the chat. Big Sandy.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what's going to happen with me? I was just talking about this. If I'm not going to do Knob Creek, then I'm going to go do the Paith swap meet in Dallas, the big vehicle car swap meet that has motorcycles and mini bikes and all that stuff. So I'm going to do something else to have, and it's a pain in the ass getting up there. It's a 13-hour drive. You're tired. You get up there. Once you get going, it's always fun to go buy stuff. I like to buy stuff. So
yeah,
I like some of the coolest stuff I've got from the Creek. And I won't lie to you. I mean, this magazine, where the magazine comes, 20 millimeter solitary magazine, it came from Knob Creek. So, I mean, where am I going to find this? You're not going to find this in Safety Harbor, Florida. I might find a golf cart wheel and an old pair of tennis shoes or something, but I ain't going to find that.
So on the subject of the Creek, BWE is saying that the Creek hasn't been what it used to be in a long time. All surplus is drying up and won't come back. So
no, and it's not. That's true. Well, it used to be when you went to Knob Creek, when I started going, man, there were parts kits on every other table. And there were parts kits that were demilled like this with DAW, not with a torch. All barrels. Barrels were still, people could get barrels. And then that stuff started to dry up and the prices went up. But you still pick up oddball parts and pieces from people at Knob Creek. So, too bad.
Yeah.
We'll find something else to do.
Yeah, let's get. What's your take on this, Patrick?
It's a shame. I don't really know a lot. I've always wanted to go, and it looks like don't know if I'll make it. But
that's what I was going to say. Are you going to try to go?
I'll try to, depending on time. But the swap meet was the coolest part of the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I shot when I first went to the creek, first time, and I don't need it. I got out on the range with somebody's M60 and got to shoot M60 standing on the range on the main line. I did my Adrian Rambo impersonation, my Rocky Rambo impersonation on the main line with an M60. And I had not been out shooting on the range since then because I'm usually too busy selling stuff or shopping, all the other. So, yeah. But the funny part is, you find people that live right up there, and I hear it all the time in conversation. Man, I only live an hour away. I've never been. I only live 5 minutes. I heard people say I live 5 minutes away, and I've never been to the machine gun shoot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy fucking-moly! What do you mean you never been to the? And you're a gun person? Come on, man.
You need to put that on a T-shirt. By the way, smash those thumbs ups, man. We do have a lot of people in the chat with us, and it would be awesome if everyone in that in this chat right now would smash the thumbs ups here. How come you can't do this, Patrick? This would be my question. Like, I know Walt is saying that it's because of the liability and stuff, right? How come you can't do the swap meet part if that's what it seems like is legendary to everyone, and just take the shooting part out?
I'm kind of with you.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Yeah, here's what happens. You're in the pole barn, and they're in the range is quiet, right now. And when the range comes out, half the people out of the pole barn out to watch the shoot. So it's a big part of it: the shooting and the explosions and the minigun going off, and and all that kind of stuff. People come to see stuff that they don't. These people don't have guns, but they can go there and see it, and it's
Yeah. But what I'm saying is maybe you can limit that side of it and have, maybe there's some way to limit that side of it to companies that want to show off things or show things out there and make it. I'm just trying to figure out a way to keep it going, bro.
I know. But corporate America, whether they're corporate America with guns or whatever, they're all worried about their image.
Well, this is what my thing is, man, and I hate to look. I see it as like the 3 C's of how they're gonna keep us out of things, right? Community, right? And this is what this comes down to: communication and commerce, And the community side of it is when everyone shows up. Like, yes, I know gun community is kind of a bad word too, but Knob Creek is a place where the real people make pilgrimage. It's like pilgrimage, Hajj to Mecca or whatever. Knob Creek would be Mecca for the gun guys.
I fully believe there's folks that save their money half the year and go to the creek because they're on a mission. When people come on Fridays when the show's open and the shoppers there a lot of times are on a mission. They got a list. Guys have a list. Okay, I got to get this. I got to get this. Joe wants me to buy this. My buddy Joe wants me to get this. And then I buy. I said this one customer shop because I can't remember if I got this last time or not, but I'll get another one. And he might have had 10 of the same thing, but every time he's buying stuff.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we lose that. We lose a big part of what this is. And just like Patrick, yes. I've been to Knob Creek for other events that were happening, but I have not been to the Knob Creek machine gun shoot either. And I'm not sure that I would be able to get to it this year unless I drop things that I already planned, which is makes it tough.
Well,
it sucks.
Yeah, there's been times that I've not done other things because I need to go to the creek because I make money at the creek. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's what you do.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to this here for a second. I don't know if Patrick has any other things that he did want to bring up.
No, I think we're good.
What, did you post a video?
No video today. I might be going up tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out Babyface P, as well as Dirtfoot Racing from Walter. I was over the weekend hanging out with Walter.
We're working on. We were scheming.
Yeah, some Dirtfoot Racing. There was work going on. Lola was. Lola was uploading.
Oh yeah, Lola's always working. Working it.
I showed you how to make a thumbnal properly. Not that you're going to listen to me.
I, like Lola said, you're not a good teacher sometimes.
Yeah. Oh,
Let me
okay.
tell you, here's Hank's way of teaching. Photoshop, you need to use Photoshop. Like Tuesday, Photoshop, you need to use Photoshop. And next second, Photoshop, you need to use Photoshop.
Did
It's
I
like,
not?
I
Wait a
heard you
second.
5 times already.
I sat down at a
Yeah, go
table
ahead.
with you and ran through
I,
2 thumbnails
I'm just giving you a hard time.
on Photoshop with you.
I know.
On
I'm
Photoshop.
going to get to it. I'm going to get to it, my
Yeah.
friend. I was
Yeah.
for me to do thumbnails and stuff like that. I have to be in that mood.
Yeah.
Um, I got. Yeah. I just.
Yeah, thumbnails is not easy, but it's necessary. Do you guys
I gotta be
do
in
you
that
guys ever look
creative
at the
mode, you know?
thumbnails that I do for this channel of you guys? Do you ever look at that? Does anyone?
Yeah, I see them when they pop up.
Yeah.
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 You know? Yeah. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it helps. It helps, you know.
I'll get to it all. We'll get to it all. And anything henceforth will have a more properly made thumbnail. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise.
Look at all the good work Babyface does, man. When Babyface puts
Oh, I
up
know.
his,
He's
his
rocking
stuff.
it. He's
very
rocking it.
deliberate. Yeah.
I-
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to see some? I'll tell you. And it's not completely out of the gun world. And I
Mhm.
might have meant. There's a woman that has she fixes lawnmowers. She has a repair shop with her husband and people. But her name of her channel is Chickanic, like a chick mechanic. Chickanic.
Okay.
She just started her channel. She's got 10 videos. A couple of those one has like 400,000 views. The other one has like 300,000 views. And I guess she's been adding like 1,000 subscribers a week.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
But all of that is not as simple as what you say. There's more going on behind
No.
the
Yeah.
scenes, I think, than that.
No, well,
I'm not
you know,
trying
I
to
don't
say
think
there's any kind of trickery going on.
I don't
but-
believe there's any corporate. There's not a planner behind him. She's
No,
in the right place at the right time, and she's not bad looking. She's not showing her boobs. She does what she shows you how to fix things, and people like that.
Yeah,
You know?
but listen.
and if you like if you have that persona and people like it, they like, share, subscribe. Boom.
Yeah.
Next thing you know.
But I'm also not like I cannot knock someone for showing whatever it is they have, right? So if you're a young guy and you're really good looking and you're ripped and you got the 6-pack or the 8-pack or what do they call it, the cum gutters or whatever?
No, don't say
going on.
that. Ah.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. If you,
Yeah, I guess
you-
I guess
that's-
I think what she's doing is a lot in what she does.
yeah,
Now, if you go into this other realm out there with the hip hop and the music people and all these people, yeah, some of them have ginormous channels and all that stuff, and they
the
go
makeup
viral and all
channel,
that.
the makeup channels are insane too. I mean,
Yeah, and all this stuff like that. I
Yeah.
think a lot of that is I don't know, but just
Yeah.
for what she's done with 10 videos and the amount of stuff that's going on with her, that's pretty amazing. So,
well, what I was gonna
even-
say is,
even-
go ahead. I'll let you-
even there was another guy on this. I was watching this blog on Sunday, mixed mowers. I told you about mixed mowers, and one of the other guys on there is Steve's Small Engine Saloon. He's got a pretty big following. He was commenting. It's like he's been looking at her statistics and her stats and all that stuff, and he's like, "You got it going on." It's like your growth is like phenomenal for what you're doing in the amount of time you've been doing it. And she's like, "I don't know, it just happened." So
yeah.
it just goes.
I think that, whatever you have it is that people key into, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm cool with all of it, I mean, whatever you got, use that, rock it. People are turning to the internet for entertainment more and more and more. There's no sign of that slowing down, and people looking for the content, and everyone's looking for things. It's tough on our side. On the gun side, it's tough. Because no matter how good you are or how different,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
because the algorithm is just kicking your ass every day. It's just the
The
algorithm
leftists
just
don't
works
like you, and that's
against
it.
you. Yeah, and it sucks. It really sucks big time. But I don't know if there's anything that we could do. I know Babyface is saying. So what was it? Flying Rich says my makeup channel equals Flying Rich Fantastic. Patrick was saying. I think he's saying he's trying to get Molly to do one. But Patrick,
I'm
you could
trying
do it
to.
yourself.
She's like, nah, don't really want to.
Yeah, but you could do the makeup channel yourself. That'll be cool.
No, I
think I would
about
watch
it.
that just for the spectacle to see you put on makeup.
Anything about it.
Okay, Patrick, wait a second. Let me ask you this. If you start a channel now, just as a joke, will you start putting on makeup just as you are right now. Don't shave off the beard or nothing. Are you trying to tell me that you would refuse to take the money to buy guns with when that?
No, saying that. I don't know. I don't know.
And in this, can I be the ringmaster? In this ring, we have Patrick. No,
Yes.
out of the
Put it on
cut,
makeup, yeah.
Patrick put makeup.
Oh,
on.
makeup competition? No. It's too bad. Like, well, you know, yeah. What's happening in the gun world is too bad. But I think still there are things like, you know, Patrick likes to make things and stuff like that. I think, you know, it sucks that this is what they're doing. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know. I think I'm starting to give up the fight of even fighting for that. Of trying to get people in the gun world to do something about it and blah blah blah. I think I'm over it.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen because you're pushed into it.
Yeah, it'll happen when when the big people all get burnt down, when the big companies get burnt down, then everyone will say, "Oh, let's do something about this.
Yeah.
Let's get together and talk this out."
It's a shame that's what it's going to take, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. You can ask Giz. I stole your girl while you were in prison, jail.
Do what you got to do to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. What is this? BWE has a comment on that. He says Patrick would look like a fugly drag queen with makeup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course. That's the point.
Not nice.
He's not supposed to look like a pretty drag queen with a beard. Come on.
That's not nice. You don't know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to judge anyone, right?
Yeah, Shooting Gallery, and he says he would look at Patrick's channel for that. He would look at it.
You'd be an ugly biatch. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, come on now. There
just save yourself all that grief. Don't even.
Patrick, just do. What's the name of the guy on Saturday Night Live that would look in the mirror and go, "You're beautiful," and people.
I have no idea.
You don't remember what was that guy?
Idea.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a Saturday Night Live skit. Walter, you're talking about you used to look at Saturday Night Live with Eddie Murphy. What was the skit where the guy, the low self-esteem guy? Oh my God. Okay, someone tell me that. You don't know what I'm talking about? There was a Saturday Night Live skit about low self-esteem. Okay, now I gotta frickin' search it.
Talk about something you couldn't touch on today. Because that hinges on mental issues if you have low self-esteem.
What was that thing? Oh, here you go. Daily affirmation.
I don't recognize it.
You've never seen the daily affirmation skits on Saturday Night Live?
So. No, I don't. It doesn't ring a bell. Let's say that.
Okay, hold on. I can't play too much of this, obviously.
No, you can't. No.
But let me see. I'm gonna let this.
No, Kathleen, music lover. I would not meditate that.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get some of this up on. But just look at if you guys look up daily affirmation, you'll see what I'm talking about. That was the thing. I can't get this to load for whatever reason here. Who was the guy that did daily affirmations?
I'm laughing at the chat just a little bit. I won't say it.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to pull up a.
I don't want to start a war, but I want
Oh, here it goes.
Look,
Michael Jordan was on one of those, the daily affirmation.
Oh, really?
Who is this guy? Who is this guy in here? I'm not talking about the black guy. That black guy's Michael Jordan.
The comedian person, the actor person.
Daily affirmations was called that thing.
Michael Jordan was still playing though, so that's like 90s.
Yeah, that's a young Michael Jordan right there.
Or late 80s or something.
Yeah. That's a young Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It was called Daily Affirmations. Wow, am I the only person who saw that?
No, I guess you were.
Oh, Ray Bozzolo says U.S. Senator Smalley. Yeah, that guy became a senator. That's what the hell is the name?
Oh,
what is the guy's name? He's a senator, or he was a senator.
Was.
Oh my God!
Oh God, I know who you're talking about. He got in trouble for something stupid.
Hold on.
I know exactly.
He was Minnesota, senator from Minnesota. Carl
Lord.
Somebody's yelling it out right now.
Yeah,
Al Franken.
Al Franken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Al Franken.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's a liberal. He's a liberal freak show. Al Franken was, man. He's
Well,
one of the ones that just couldn't keep his fucking mouth
So
shut.
Saturday Night Live, he did this, and let me see. Can I run this in real quick? I'm gonna let it get to a certain. Yes, it was called Daily Affirmation with Stuart Smalley, and he would look in the mirror like he's doing right now, and give himself affirmations.
I don't recognize that. No.
You know, I do that too when I want to fucking goof off. That's when I do that.
Yeah, that was,
Hey, look how nice I look today. Yeah. Oh, you fucking dirty dog.
You're beautiful, and everybody loves you.
Yeah.
That's what Al Franken would do back in the days. Yeah.
Oh, but you know what? That's funny. It's probably like that too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screaming Skull Saloon says sorry for yelling. Flying Rich, shout out to Flying Rich. We did see him this weekend.
Yes, we did.
He says
Yes,
Trump's birthday today, Flag Day, and his anniversary. So happy anniversary.
You know what? I don't even have right now. I'm American flagless. At least one that was flying in front of the house. I have a huge ass American flag. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But ours got so ragged, I took it down. So right now I don't have one. I gotta buy one.
Yeah.
See if you can see it back there. See the one that's folded up back there?
Yes.
Yeah. See the pictures on the wall? They came from Knob Creek too.
You got a flag right behind you, right there in the window, I think.
Well, that one, yeah. Okay, so that one, yeah. That's and it's not.
Well, like
I'm not disrespecting it. That is one piece of material, and the flags have to be cut out of it. So that's why it's flying like that. So it's not. I got corrected one time, I know, by Mac or somebody at one point, but I said that's just the way it's all one piece. So.
Yeah.
All
right, let's see. What was the other thing? Was there others? I'm trying to see what other stuff. There was other stuff going on.
What's going on in the news, man?
There was other stuff up that we were sending because we keep going. You guys think that we only do this for this show? No.
There I am sitting at my desk this morning or today, and all of a sudden, Patrick and Hank, bing, 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 back and forth. I'm like,
sometimes Patrick starts the shit. Patrick starts.
2 truckloads of ammo got stolen from Guadalajara.
Let's load that one.
I hope they're smuggling it north. I hope they're running.
That's what I said. Smuggling across the border. It's worth more than drug money is.
Millions of rounds of ammunition stolen from Guanajuato, Mexico.
I'm not sure what. Maybe Guanajuato.
According to you're the Cuban one. You should know how to pronounce that. Yeah.
It's Aguila or Aguila. How do you say that?
Aguila. Yeah, it's Aguila. It's the good stuff.
Aguila.
Yeah, according to a Mexican news outlet, over 7 million rounds of ammunition was stolen from Industrias Técnicos Aguila Ammunition, a Mexican-based manufacturer of ammunition for small arms. The company, which is based in the city of Cuernavaca. Oh, Cuernavaca! You know where I heard of Cuernavaca? Men in Black.
No.
Boom. Men in Black.
Of course, alcohol. Cuervo.
Oh, Cuervo.
From there?
Yeah. So they had 2 tractor trailers stolen while they were in the Guanajuato, which contained a total of 7,114,150 rounds of various types
mostly 22.
Yeah, of ammunition. The theft was reported.
I'll take it. Don't be.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I was like. I'll take all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no indication the trailers have been found. Oh my gosh. Yeah. 22. Are you kidding me? Now that kicks off the 22 shortage. Damn it. That would be so.
I think it's an ATF conspiracy. I think it is.
Yeah. I believe what Patrick said. That's probably in America right now.
Yeah, bring it over.
They're bringing it through one of those tunnels, right, popping up.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Yeah, 42 chilled said 105,000, not 22. And all in, Alan Powell says Guadalajara. He's spelling it out for us.
Is it Guadalajara?
Yeah, an Appalachian gunrunner says it was already headed to America. I love Aguila. How do we say it? Aguila, whatever.
I call it Aguila. I've always said Aguila.
Aguila.
And some people say Aguila. I've heard that, yeah.
Hey, I'm not prejudiced. I'm not ammo prejudiced. I don't care where it comes from. I'll shoot it.
Yeah, same.
So,
Flying Rich says that laser cut lower is amazing. Crump says he's buying the last one. Is there still a Hank Strange lower left on Is there still a Hank Strange lower left on the in stock over there? What's up with you people? No one's bought off the last. How can you guys do that to me? That's so sad. Let's see. I mean, that's messed up. You're just letting a poor Hank Strange lower stay over there. It looks like they're probably still at least one. I don't know. Yeah. They do actually look really good. They do look really good.
Peggy, over there?
Let me see.
Is there still a Hank Strange lower?
I have probably a picture or something of it that I could find.
I just got confirmation. There's still one in the house. Still one in the house.
Yeah, so there is one left to whoever's, and I would like to see when people start building those or tag me and stuff. Some people have sent me things already of it going up there. Let me see if I've got a picture. I'm trying to look through because
Crumpy's in the house, man.
Yeah, shout out to Crumpy. He says, what did he say? Crumpy says he's buying it tonight. Yeah. Come on, cash out your TUSC and buy that thing already, Crumpy. What you waiting on? What's the hold up? Oh, here's someone sent me. Go ahead. What was that?
I was just saying, if I can cash out my my TUSC, maybe I can get that NVG a little quicker.
Hey, that would be cool. By the way, here's a question for you, Patrick. Here's a picture. Uh-huh. Here's a picture of someone's lower that they got and their patches and stuff like that. They sent it. Look at how detailed that is, right? Look, you can see you can see the gears. You could see the gears in there.
Yeah, that laser engraver is.
That's just awesome. Amazing.
Yeah, you can never cut that with a machine. I mean, if you tried to, it'd take hours and hours to cut. So, Now, Patrick, speaking of night vision, you purchased yourself a tube. I hear from the interwebs.
Yep.
Do they sell parts kits for those?
They do. So you can get a PVS-14 parts kit, which is the lenses, the body, the stuff, and then all you need after that is the cool thing about PVS-14s is all you need is the tube, and you can do anything from Generation 2, which those tubes run, I don't know, $500-$600, and they're okay, all the way up to like filmless white phosphor Gen 3 top of the notch that are like $4,000 a tube, and anything in between. So I bought a used tube. Mine was mine supposedly came out of some Anvis units, the ones that like helicopter pilots and things use, the dual tubes. Some place was replacing them and sold them off to a guy who surpluses them out. So I picked up one of those. It was $1,200 for the tube. It's Gen 3 green phosphor, and I'm trying to find the parts kits. So right now, I hear the parts kits. They're normally about $700, $800.
Well, that's a good deal.
They're hard to find right now.
Yeah. Everything's going. Well, I'm saying bad timing right now with everything going on, right?
I don't know what's going on, but yeah, everybody sold out of the parts kits as of like a week and a half ago. Bad luck timing for me.
Right when you wanted to do it.
I know that.
If anyone out there knows about what is it, you need the tube? Just the tube you need?
No. I have the tube. I need the parts kit. I need a PVS,
you need the parts kit.
If anybody has a PVS-14 parts kit sitting around, let me know. I will pay for it.
Yeah.
Crump says lower is gone.
Yes, I just saw that Crump bought that lower. So ba-boom.
Yeah, I've been wanting night vision since I was like 8. So this is literally a 22-year culmination about to happen. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Did you go ahead, Walt?
What year were you born?
89.
Patrick? Okay.
89.
When the wall came down when the wall came down in 1989, the Berlin Wall, it is.
Hold on, let's not gloss over this. 89. Wow, what was I doing?
The Russians, they were making night vision by the hordes, and the stuff started to come into the country here, and that was like the golden age of cheap night vision, because there was really cheap stuff. There was at different levels. There was weapon sights. There was the goggles. There was the stuff like we bought, the tanker goggles and all that stuff.
And then
I guess the U.S.
I can't find it. Look up on my Instagram. I posted a picture of a pair of Russian goggles that I got
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me
years
see.
and years and years and years ago.
Those
I
are-
have no
those
idea,
are very.
but
What happened to the one?
Those-
Didn't we get something like that from Walter?
yeah. I have the mine sitting out in the garage, and yours is in your.
I never even opened mine. I'm afraid of the radiation.
Yeah.
There's no radiation. Scaredy cat.
Okay. Right.
But those
okay.
those
Hold on,
night
there you
owl
go.
ones you posted, that
There's
pic,
one
those
of
are
those
very
guys.
similar to those tanker ones, the way they work.
Yeah.
Wait, is that
from what I've
what's
heard-
in my box? That's what's in that box?
No, yours is a little very similar, but a little different.
Oh. Okay. All
And
right.
there's a puppy. She's
Yeah.
getting big.
What?
Absolutely. Yeah.
One thing about the Russian night vision equipment, most of it very durable, very tough, very heavy duty built. So but it's not a high generation. We're talking maybe first, maybe second gen.
Yeah, the ones that I have are Gen 1 Plus or something, which is like very.
But they're-
You have to basically
but
have a
they're still-
flashlight, an IR
If
flashlight.
if you've never seen night vision, you go out with those on a bright night, you can still
It's
see
still
a
amazing.
shitload of stuff.
So those things work?
Yeah.
Those things work that
No,
we have?
the ones that I have there, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And your eyes okay after that? Is it like any?
Those aren't the
get dilated.
radioactive ones.
They're not fucking radioactive stuff.
Listen, Alan Powell says. So Alan Powell was saying that the magazine button is very tight tolerances on the lowers. I don't know if that's good or bad, but if it's too tight, I guess you could file around that a little bit, right, Walt?
I'm not. That's the first I've heard of that, so I can take a
Yeah.
look at them. That's
He
first.
says-
I've heard
Could be
of
your
that,
mag
so.
button.
Yeah, he says he got
We-
a low serial number too, so he's happy. So
Oh,
there you
good,
go.
good.
Yeah,
We used that run of magazines used. We used 3 different manufacturers, 80% lowers for those.
mhm.
So there's some differences amongst them, but yeah, I'll take a look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric Hammond is saying babyface check kosher surplus.
I will do that right now. Thank you for the.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
kosher. That might be coming from us our fellows over in
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah, everybody is saying what they were doing in '89, so we're gonna have that conversation, even though babyface is trying to gloss over it smoothly.
I have no
my
problem
significant-
with being young. It makes I love it. I love it. I don't have rickets or you know
Wait,
Yeah.
we don't have
Whatever-
rickets
whatever-
either.
whatever you fucking old people have. I don't have any of that.
We don't have. What the hell is rickets?
I like that expression using those adjectives, but I don't have rickets.
Yeah.
I don't have rickets.
I'll just leave it at that. Okay.
Chris Bullis says he was graduating high school in '89.
Who just told me this? Who just said this to go to kosher surplus?
Eric
Who
Hammond.
said it?
Eric
Hammond, you, my sir,
He's gonna kiss
are the
you.
winner. It is in stock and $100 cheaper than where I was going
Okay,
to buy
buy
it.
it.
From. So you were my
Buy
friend.
it before. Yes, buy it right now. But Eric,
Hey! I might
up?
have to buy them all out before you get a chance.
no, Patrick, hurry up! Before Walter goes over there.
Oh
But
no!
I might.
Oh no!
Are the tubes hard to get?
He can't find his card.
No, it just
No.
depends on how much you want to spend.
Dude, don't do any talking. Buying.
I
Buy,
can't.
buy,
I
buy
just
now,
got
buy.
I just got a new debit card yesterday, and my wallet is downstairs, so it's not
Okay.
saved to the computer.
You could go run downstairs right now. I'll take you off screen.
Okay, hold on.
Go do what you. Big thanks to Eric Hammond for that one.
Yeah, thanks.
well,
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
you know, I don't know if we have Eric's info, but we can send some. We could send some swag his way or something like
That's
that.
for some swag there. Yeah. That's for
Yeah,
some
hit
swag.
Lola up. Private message
I'll get
Lola,
it.
and we'll get some
Yeah,
stuff.
he can get some of mine too for that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh.
So Chris Bullis says he was graduating high school in '89. Nice. LV Louis Cipher says in 1986 here, I guess for graduating. '89 he was involved in a near fatal motorcycle accident and met his first fiance. I don't know how many.
I met my
wives,
wife in 19. I met my significant other in 1989.
in '89.
All right, I'm back.
Armament and Axis says he was married and had 2 kids by 1989. We're just going
Check
through
out.
a list of. Oh, cool.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that looks good.
Come on.
Bring it
focus.
closer to the there
Come
you
on.
go. Boom.
You got your infrared illuminator. You got your.
Is that an owl? Is that an owl?
Yeah,
on
Yeah, that's
the
what.
side?
It's like the
Yeah, that's
company
what
who
they-
imported it is
Oh, sweet.
Night Owl Optics.
Oh, I need to
That was
open
one of
those
the
up.
brands.
See if you can hear it. Hold on, because it hums.
It buzzes. It's
That's
got
the
a
radiation.
transformer.
That's the radiation.
Hold on, can you hear it going? Pee?
Yes.
A lot of the Russian sets all have a transformer in them. Yeah.
Yeah, so it hums.
That's it.
Can you
That's
go
to
buy your
generate
thing
that.
right now before you?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
So let's see.
Go buy your thing. Get yourself a thing.
Richard Maunder says
It's-
1989 is when I did my underwater helicopter training.
Underwater?
Yeah, I don't understand what that is. I guess that's crash preparedness or something like that.
Maybe that was. Have you ever seen when they crash train for crashes in the water in a helicopter? So they have a carcass of a helicopter and they have a crew in it, or the guys, and they sink it and turn it over, and in the dark sometimes, and you got to get out of it without drowning and shit.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
got to
that's
be
what it's
crazy. Yeah, that's probably
Yes.
what Richard Maunder's talking about. Richard from BWE says everyone buy them out before Patrick gets back.
It's so fucking.
Yeah.
Because I thought the hold on, let me finish the purchase and then I will.
Yeah, let us talk
Not-
about what we were doing
not
in
show off my
89.
credit card info on the internet.
Carry My Revolver in Single Action says I was binge watching Friday After Dark in 1989. Boss Hog says he was 8 in 1989. Flying Rich graduated in 83. I graduated in 88. So in 88 I was 16. 1989 I was 17 years old. I was getting so much booty.
Purchase.
Yeah.
So
And
when I bought that,
not one bit bad about telling you about it either.
Walter, back to what we were at. Walter, you were asking how hard is it to get the tubes? They're not hard to come by.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how much you want to pay.
Okay.
You can get brand new filmless white phosphors made from the factory if you're willing to pay the $3,000 for just the tube, and then you have to have the parts kit. So I bought a Gen 3 green phosphor from a reputable brand. I think it's L3, so it's a good brand. And it was $1,200 because it was a takeout. I guess they measured it, whatever hospital, because hospital night flights, they all use the same tubes, the same everything. One of those companies, I guess they're upgrading to white phosphor or upgrading to something new, and they took these tubes out and surplus them off to somebody else. So he just resells them. But $1,200 to me, I was like, yeah, I get $1,200 plus plus 7 for the kit. I can do that without breaking the bank,
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're talking 4 for white phosphor, like the creme de la creme white phosphor, I don't think Marley would let me do that.
Yeah. That was a PVS 14.
PVS 14 single. That's the single monocular.
Okay.
Right. That was the $695 kit. $695.
$695. What are you looking to?
I'm looking.
If you get one and a tube, I will absolutely put it together for you
That's
because
cool.
I'm doing a video on it.
Did you talk to Kyle about any of this? Is that
I did.
you
Yeah,
did? Okay.
he got his tube. So I got the place to look is if you look on ARFCOM on the equipment page. People buy and sell night vision stuff all the time, and I've just been trolling it for the last couple weeks, kind of putting my mind towards it.
Yeah.
And then a guy popped up, said, "Hey, I got a whole bunch of tubes that I'm surplusing out that were surplus here." I was like, "Okay."
I know Patrick has been thinking about this for a while, but I was there when this got kicked off recently when he met Kyle.
Oh, it was
and
bad.
the two
It
of
was
them,
bad.
Yeah, they did that sweet gun guy man love thing when Kyle was showing off all his.
It's one of those where you look at the person,
It's
they look
embarrassing.
at you, you talk about stuff, and you're like, "Did we just become best friends?" And
Yeah.
they're like, "Yeah, I think so."
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Step Brothers. I was showing Lola Step Brothers last night.
That's
It's
exactly.
like, yeah,
exactly.
you have to call me Dragon. Okay, I am Dark Knight or something. What was the other guy's thing?
I don't know, but yeah, something like that.
Oh no, he was like, I am Black Hawk.
So Walter, if you want me to sell you any harder on this, all the places that currently supposedly have PVS 14s, I was going
Right.
to buy on eBay. That's where Kyle got his. Is a kit from a guy on eBay. His are $7.95, and then I got a quote from the guy that's selling me the tube, and he said that the place he would buy them from has them for $1,100. So $6.95 is stellar deal for me. I'm very happy. Who was that? Do you remember who told me that? I owe them a T-shirt or something.
Hold on.
If you put it out there, let us know. I owe you a shirt or something. Cause awesome.
When you were downstairs getting your stuff.
No,
I think it's Eric Hammond.
Was it Eric Hammond?
I want to say
shout out to
Eric
whoever
Hammond.
did it. I will send you out a T-shirt for hooking me up with this. I really appreciate it.
He's happy.
Yeah, it was Eric
Hell
Hammond.
yeah.
He says babyface check kosher surplus, and yeah, we'll send you some stuff, man, just to thank you.
Oh yeah, you get some. I'll get
appreciate
some swag over to you for that. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like I
cool.
said, I used to play. If anybody out there did video games, I played the first couple. Oh, what is Sam Fisher? He's the what's the name of the game? Hold on, Sam Fisher. He's from
Eric Hammond says
Splinter
thanks.
Cell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hit me up somewhere and I'll get you something. The first couple Splinter Cell games, I played the hell out of those, and he had like the triangular night vision, and I just remember being like, God, I really want that. That's so cool. So this is seriously like a many-year dream come.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see videos, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Partscape build, and then we're gonna go out to the range at your place and play with lasers or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. Kyle might, Lola probably has to do some speaking to him, But the last time Kyle was out here, I thought he was coming with all suppressors, but he didn't.
Oh, no, was he loud?
I was talking to him. I think he came here at 7:00 at night. Not here because I'm not home, but he came to the range at 7, and I was like, yeah, it's cool, but there's a noise thing at 10, and I guess he's the only one that had a can. And so he brought some other people with him, and they didn't have suppressors. And guess who was driving up and down the block? The Popo, my local guys, were driving up and down the block. He was fine, though. I think he said he got out of there at 9:30 before the... But he was like, yeah, they were parked out there watching me.
They're waiting.
Yes, my advice... But listen, I wasn't there. Otherwise, I would have put suppressors on everything. Because that's really what you need to do.
You got to shoot suppress at night. And probably not shoot steel, because that'll be very loud.
Yeah. You don't want to... Listen, even though the noise thing, I think, is at 10, I say after a certain time or whatever, just shoot the bird, shoot paper and suppressors.
Can I make a suggestion, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
I know some place you could shoot anytime, so...
Where is that?
Is it out in Yopapa land?
Yeah.
It's in the woods where my dad lives at. You know what I'm saying?
We might have to go out there and do some running.
Someone will still call the popo on you up there. But...
He ain't got no neighbors, Mom. He ain't got no neighbors in that.
Oh, okay.
You got to watch out for the neighbors in the swamp. That's what you need
the
to watch
gators.
out for. Trip over a gator and a snake.
Shoot the gators.
Yeah, and then eat them.
It attacked me, officer. It attacked me.
Yeah. No, Carl's cool though. Carl's cool. He's a good dude. I wish I was there for the nighttime thing, but yeah, just suppressors. We could do it out at my place if we got suppressors. I want to get out there and camp out up on our tower. I forgot what we call that tower.
Coyote?
Yeah, wait for those coyotes and
Have you seen them again?
No, not since the last time, but I haven't actually been around as much as I probably need to be.
Mm-hmm. You guys have been busy the last couple months.
Yeah, it's been crazy and getting crazier. For sure, without a doubt. Yeah, you know what? I hit 10,000 miles on the van. I'm supposed to be getting an oil change. I actually... Yeah.
I went to Dunkin' yesterday, yesterday or the day before morning, and your almost identical camper van, was parked in the parking lot of the dollar store or whatever they're building right there. Mm-hmm. And I had to do a double take.
You almost went over there and messed with someone, right?
I went over, I looked at it and I was like, is he parked out over here? And then it had one of those like Big Mac boxes on the roof, big black box things that you store stuff in. I was like, no, that's not him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mine has a...
But it was identical to yours.
So here's my here's a picture right now.
Change oil soon.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Very
Someone
close.
stole your battery.
Very close.
That's Eddie Murphy. That's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, very close. So got to do the oil change. You know what's funny? So I asked the guys at Sunshine State, where should I go to get the oil? This is obviously a Ford. It's a Ford Transit 350 HD. I refer to this as the Raptor van. This is the Raptor van because it has the Ford Raptor engine, which is a twin turbo V6, the new Raptor engine. So then they said, yeah, call up the Ford guys in Gainesville. Those people told me it would take 2 weeks, and I have to leave my van over there for 2 weeks. Yes.
For a freaking
That
oil
takes
change?
It takes like 35 minutes.
No.
Yeah, come on, man.
So they were like, now I think it might be
you
because there's that Amazon Prime Depot over there, which they use this kind of van and a bunch of different vans.
They are probably putting all theirs.
Yeah. So
they had,
go ahead.
You haven't been by my house in a while, have you?
I've been over there. No, not for like 3 weeks.
A couple weeks. Yeah, they I guess they have some vans that were having trouble because in the parking lot there's about between 5 and 10 Hertz Rena vans of the same style with Hertz on the side. So
really,
I guess Amazon was having trouble keeping those vans up and running.
Yeah,
I mean, they put lots of miles.
I just want to throw an idea out there, because those Amazon vehicles only are going to last so long with the use they're putting them through, and they probably have them leased for a certain amount of time. Is the Amazon color, is that a factory color or is that a wrap? Does anybody know?
I have seen some vans like that in that color. So when I was doing the how it's made videos at the factory, some of them are coming out like that, and I have a feeling that is a color that maybe Amazon ordered that color from Ford.
Yeah.
But some of those colors, but some of the overruns are going to other people. It's a great looking color, by the way.
Well, so what I'm getting to is at one point there's going to be a shitload of lease returns.
Yep.
Yeah. Hit the market. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
your parts aftermarket, you're gonna have used parts for the next forever.
Yeah.
That van.
I don't think I've ever. Have I owned a Ford before? The closest I've come to owning a Ford is I had a Jaguar when Ford owned Jaguar.
Oh,
and that's not even close. Yeah.
Had a Jaguar.
Had a Jaguar.
Yeah.
At least you say it properly, a Jaguar.
Yeah.
You have to Jaguar. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got pictures of that Jag somewhere. I think Lola mostly drove. I pick all the cars. Lola drives what I don't drive. That's how
I believe it's a time for a spot of tea in my Jaguar. Yes.
Skivvy Waver says change your own oil. So here's the thing. They said I have to leave that thing there, and maybe in a week, but they said it takes up to 2 weeks for them to do it, which I'm not going to do. And then I called another place that's in Gainesville on the outskirts, and they said they don't have a lift strong enough or rated high enough to lift it. And then I said, let me call Chiefland, which is out in the country.
Yeah.
Guess what? Tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, knock it out, man. Knock it out. I know where that place is.
You go out to the country. They are used to working on bigger vehicles, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, they're not as probably loaded with other stuff too.
Yeah. In this one here, you do have to admit this is right next to where the Amazon.
I think it's the Amazon thing that's doing it.
Of course, they're
they probably have a service agreement with the Amazon folks.
Well, the guy
priority.
Yeah,
priority.
The guy said that everyone is sending their van stuff, the transit van stuff, to them, and that's the reason. Yeah. He was very apologetic. He was like, "I'm really sorry. This is how it is." I was like, "Dude, this is my office, my studio,
I'm just
everything.
Gonna camp
you're
in
not
your
getting it for 2
I'm going
weeks."
to camp in your damn parking lot for 2 weeks. You got it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I've been known to do that. I did that over at your place. Let me show the picture. Let me show the people. Let me show the people. Yeah,
Hank Strange was in the harbor all weekend hanging out.
Yeah.
All weekend in the harbor.
Look at this. Look at this picture right there. That is Walter's backyard right there.
Behind the shop. Behind the shop.
Yeah, behind the shop. Yeah, not his backyard. I wish he had a backyard that big.
I wish it was my freaking backyard. That would be effing awesome.
I would be living at your house.
You could hang out back there. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll be living at your house. Here's another one. This is a wide angle one.
Put the awning out, get the fire pit out. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go, man. You're rocking.
The internet at the back of your shop was pretty good too, man. I was getting all bars out there.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you weren't on our Wi-Fi though, were you?
No.
Whose
So
Wi-Fi
you
were
were
you
on
on?
your thing.
Just
I was AT&T
cellular?
was good out there. T-Mobile was
yeah.
good out there.
There's a tower right down the alleyway there. So
Yeah. Clint Sanders says, I work at Firestone. We have a contract for oil change and tires for Amazon vans. Huh.
Yeah,
how
that makes
Clint
sense.
Sanders? How often do they change the oil in the Amazon vans? I'm just curious.
How,
You don't have.
how often? Yeah,
Mine is 10,000
Do they-
miles. I don't know what the Amazon. I'm interested to see that too. Because mine
Yeah.
is 10,000 miles is when you're supposed to do it. The end is question mark says you get dual tubes. Were they always dual tubes? If not, you will have to send them off and pay more money. As a refresh between tube will be off within 30 minutes.
So I'm not doing dual tubes. I'm taking one of the tubes out of a set of dual tubes and using it as a singular, so I don't have to worry about it. Dual tubes, for anybody that isn't aware, and I'm
I don't know.
new to night. Yeah, dual tubes. If you don't have them aligned properly, side to side, and then out at the correct angle, and the refresh rates aligned, supposedly it will make you want to vomit in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what he was
So-
saying. Yeah, you'll get a headache and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's what
the
I've
obvious question.
been reading.
Hank Strange.
Yeah.
That's because of radiation. That's what
Yeah,
radiation.
yeah, it's going right to your brain.
I'm just.
DCG44s wants to know if you buzz me with mini bikes. We did do a mini bike video. That'll be coming out sometime soon.
We'll and we're working on a generator video too, but it will be continued at a later date.
Yes. I was trying to do a generator video, but I thought it was cool that Walter had a Subaru generator over there. Well, guess what? It's not so cool when it comes to the parts.
Because if it was a Honda knockoff or a Honda clone, I had a brand new carburetor sit, but we couldn't get the
Dime a
carburetor
dozen.
to work right with
Yeah.
the Subaru, and it's not the same as a clone carburetor, so I had to order one. So
Oof.
Yeah. So that's
That's
we'll
one
get
of those
some
things. The Honda knockoff carburetors you can have either same day or next day from Amazon, like no
Yeah.
problem.
and they're like
Yeah.
$10 or $12, depending on where
Oh
you
yeah,
order
I think when I bought mine it was like $12.95 or something for the complete kit.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clint
all kinds of
Sanders
little
says,
goodies.
good question, Walt. I'm not real sure, to be honest. We just got the contract and haven't gotten many in yet.
Okay.
So there you
I'd
go.
just be curious how often they change the oil, because they probably run the dog shit out of those trucks.
Yeah, I
So,
figured, yeah.
But on average,
And
I've seen statistics of what the what delivery trucks do. On average, they're doing about 100 to 150 miles a day.
Oh, easy, yeah,
So-
probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Wow.
that bad.
Yeah.
That's not that bad, though.
Well,
Well, I guess
They-
if
they-
it's running 6 days a week, maybe, or 7. I don't know if Amazon runs
There's
7.
some of them they run a lot.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
that could be. Yeah, that could stack up.
and it
really
all
quick.
depends on who's pushing the pedal too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
yeah. BWE Firearms says he saw the RPG video we posted, and we are. I know we're at 9 o'clock.
Did you see one of the comments was somebody commented and it was like, "That's the most useless thing I've ever seen," and I didn't comment back, but I wanted to be like, "You clearly didn't watch the same video that I did."
Well,
they say this, okay? If you had that out in the normal range with maybe 3, 4, 5, 1,000 yards, and you fired a tracer,
Cool.
the idea is
Oh.
to fire a tracer and it replicates the path
Yeah.
of an RPG. Yeah.
yeah, people were saying, I guess the way either I was doing it or something, they were like, "Oh, you're gonna get
not
burned."
Right. Not holding.
Yeah, so I wasn't doing it right. That's why. Listen, that video is worth it just for the laugh from Babyface Pete.
It was amazing. It was
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
And the Arabs yell that I did.
yeah. If
Oh,
you,
dear.
So at first,
know,
yes. So that is in there. But guess what is his excuse? Because I'm the one who did it first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
Lola's like,
And
"Oh,
you
so
know
you made him do this." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay
You
now."
do know that that is typically done by the females, not
By the
males,
women,
but-
yes.
Is
I
it
heard you say
really?
that.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
No, I didn't
yeah.
even know that.
Yes, that's not a dude thing.
That was
They're
we
yelling,
were
"Allah
we were
Akbar, Allah
representing
Akbar."
for the ladies. We were
I
representing
guess I'm
for
half
the
a
ladies.
step away from making the makeup channel.
Right. Listen, if you are having a bad day and you're a gun guy and you look at, like I'm telling you, I looked when I was throwing that video up. It's not difficult to edit or anything, but every time Patrick would after he shot out, because it's a 7.62 for crying out loud. But the emotion, that's real. That's real right there from Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
The
It was
giggle.
hilarious.
The giggle.
Yeah, yeah, that was just awesome. So
It was just. It's funny because it's heavy as hell, but it kicks like a 22 because it's so damn heavy. So it's just really funny that you're shooting a 7.62 and it's just like.
yeah, it was cool. So I enjoyed that. So listen, you guys can check that out. But listen, we're over the 9 o'clock hour here, so we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna start with Babyface P. What do you have coming out, Patrick?
I think I have a video probably coming out tomorrow or the next day on doing some adjustments on the safety on an AK. I'll show you guys how to do that.
So where can people find all your stuff?
YouTube.com/babyfaceP. It'll be out soon, and then get ready because now we have the parts kit on the way. The tube should be here next week, and we're gonna do a PVS 14. Cross my fingers the tube gets here in time, because we're going to North Carolina the weekend after for a whole week, and I want to take it up in the mountains and play with it. So,
yeah.
So I'm gonna be doing some videos on that for sure. Lots of night stuff.
Okay, very cool. Walter, what about you? Where can people find all your stuff?
Safety Harbor Firearms is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Dirtfoot Racing's on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. There's safetyharborfirearms.com. There's Sten Parts. And one of the most productive things of the whole weekend is we got back into mower death. I have access. I regained control of my planet called mower death.
Yeah. Lola and I spent the whole weekend going through stuff with Walter,
work on that?
doing all kinds of stuff, and at the end,
10 minutes.
Yeah, he's like,
10 minutes
okay,
on
before you start packing up your computers or whatever, I need to get into
How do I get
this.
back in mower death?
And yeah, he was genuinely happy.
Well, I am happy because I started mower death in 2005, I think.
Yeah, you got some big videos.
Some of the videos
on there
had over 300,000 views. You know.
Yeah.
If I would have continued it, I'd be like Demolition Ranch by now. So, but
hell yeah!
On a positive note, we are going to blow more stuff up. So if you guys like things that blown up and come apart in pieces, and so give me some ideas and suggestions if you want to. Just we're not gonna blow up people's houses and things like that. We're gonna blow up small little things. Unless you're donating the house. If you have a house you want to donate. Law enforcement people, yes. So yes, mower death will be back. I promise you.
Someone wanted you to blow up a van, but we had to turn that down because I opened up that van and my allergies went off, and I was like, no, I'm not.
We don't want to release the third wave of Ebola out of that van, so we're not going to do that.
Yeah. No thanks. I don't want to go out that way. Shout out to Swamp Dog Armory out there. Okay, so cool. Listen, I'm going to run in the end. We're going to come back. One of these gentlemen is going to hit us with the words of wisdom. I do appreciate you all hanging out here with us and watching the show, listening to the show, all that kind of stuff. Big shout out to TUSC Firearms Crypto down there for supporting us. You guys want to check out TUSC Firearms Crypto, just Google TUSC Crypto and you will find it. Here goes the end. We're going to run it in right now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hit those thumbs up, smash, ring the bell, share this, all that kind of good stuff. We're going to rip out the audio and throw it up on iTunes and all your favorite places to listen to audio podcasts from. We've got people listening to us around the world, which we appreciate, as well as right here in America. Alright, who's got the words of wisdom?
I've already been offered two structures to blow up. So, but we're going to have to pass on those structures for the moment. So, especially if your ex-wife is still in there, LB Louis Cipher.
Yes, we don't incriminate ourselves while we're live.
I don't encourage that type of activity. Okay.
Yes. No. We don't encourage that at all.
I know. Yeah. Yes. Be careful what you blow up. It might come back to haunt you. Just say that.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, there you go. Is that the words of wisdom? I guess that's it. Thanks so much. Thanks to Babyface P, Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms. You all make sure you check these guys out. Babyface P on YouTube, as well as Safety Harbor Firearms on YouTube, and of course Dirtfoot Racing, which Walter's got lots of cool stuff going up on there. We are out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Toodles.